Welcome back, devotees. We're back again on our animal-only account, where we can only use animal characters in a new adventure in Teyvat. Last time, we finally made it through the Room of Doom by jumping up on this platform in the Amber domain. And without using Amber, we successfully defeated all of the camping Helichos and completed the domain with our Traveler and Hazel. Sorry for making all of you guys an emo as well, with a cliffhanger last episode. Chichi! Yes! Give me Chichi! Jean! I know a lot of you guys came to my Twitch channel and followed me to find out who I got, so shout out to all of my new followers there. To make it up for the rest of you, here's the results of my polls. Poll? Let's get our Chichi. Chichi! Yes! Give me Chichi! Jean! Yes! My favorite! Yes, I'm in denial now, and also very emo since I lost a 50-50. Immediately after, I exchanged all my Stardust for the standard fates, and we did a tempo, so here goes. Alright, not gonna get any 5-stars here because we know we're gonna lose. Yep. Favonius Great Sword, just what we needed. And Bennett as well, cool. Official, okay. It's getting through all the random 4-stars. So apparently all of these 4-star characters are attracted to my animal-only account. Well, too bad I can't use any of you, so all of you guys will be fathers for the standard fates. I also asked you guys in the last video saying if I lost my 50-50 for Wanderer, should I speedrun content or swipe? Since there is only less than a week left before the banner ends, we'll most likely just take it slow and gather as many Primo Gems as we can, and then swipe for the rest to get our guaranteed Wanderer. Before that, let's raise our adventure rank so we can start the Liyue Archon quest. First, let's head to the Woven Dome to unlock Razor's quest. We quickly beat up some Hydro Slimes and spoke to Razor afterwards. Next, we went to look for Amber and asked her to help us in this questline. First, we had to go to Springvale and defeat some Helichos. The Helichos throw Pyro Slimes on the grass, so we were able to infuse ourselves with Pyro for extra damage against them, and they were quickly disposed of by our Hazel. Next, we went to investigate the Wolf's Trail alongside Amber and spoke to some villagers. We met back up with Razor in Woven Dome and went to the place where you fight Andreas. We gave Razor some wolf hooks and we successfully healed the wolf. But soon after, we were challenged by Andreas, who is going to be our first real challenging boss. Even though Razor joined us as a trial character, we are not allowed to use him since he's not an animal character. To make things worse, we could only use physical attacks since Andreas is immune to the animal element. This means we can only use Traveler since our Hazel is a catalyst character who can only deal animal damage. So we'll have to do this all by ourselves as Traveler. I can't use Razor because even though if I do physical damage, he's still like Electro, so I'm just gonna use animal characters to deal damage. And I can't do anything since the wolf is immune to animal elements, so I can't really use Hazel. So I'm just gonna spar with it with my sword, which honestly doesn't seem that bad. Okay, now that was bad. This fight took me a while to complete, and the wolf even taunted me for being so weak. What's the wolf doing? Smelling his feet? Hello? Are you gonna attack? Or am I just gonna... Okay. Luckily, this boss was the story, so we didn't have to deplete all of its health bar, so the fight was over after around half HP. After the fight, we talked to Razor a bit and completed the quest. So since we unlocked co-op after completing Amber's domain last time, we could finally start co-oping to speed up some general farming. I'll still do most of the quests and unlock new regions on single player since it will be more of a challenge. But for residents, commissions, and weeklies, co-op is the way to go. However, there is one requirement for co-op. Everyone that joins me will have to use animal characters as well, to stay true to our animal-only account. First, we went back to the Wolf Weekly boss for some revenge. We had Kazuha, Xiao, and Venti with us, so they were all able to deal physical attacks. So we quickly defeated a wolf. I regularly stream this animal-only series live on Twitch, so if you ever want to help me out with some dailies and co-oping in general, make sure to follow my Twitch to catch me live. Alright, so we also attempted the Misty Dungeon event, where we had to complete different trials with certain characters. Luckily, there were trial characters that were animo, so we could use them for this trial. In the first Misty Dungeon, we could use Wanderer, Faruzan, and Xiao for the trial, so it was pretty easy and straightforward, especially with the slime enemies helping out with swirl and reactions. Each trial rewards 60 Primo Gems maximum, so we were able to salvage some Primo Gems for Wanderer. In the Determination trial, we could use a full team of animal characters, so the domain itself was pretty easy. However, in one of these trials, we were only allowed to use Jin and Kazuha, but I was surprised that both of them could carry me through the domain. The final challenge in this domain was a bit difficult since there weren't any enemies for us to swirl, so it was a battle of wits against them. Luckily, we had Jin, so she kept us alive with her heals, and we outlasted the enemies and completed the domain. Well, we did what we could with only animal characters, and now we are very close to being able to do another temple. Next, we'll level up all of our characters that we pulled. But before that, let's complete Faruzan's trial to get some of her Ascension materials so we could at least ascend her to level 40. So we ascended both Sucrose and Faruzan to level 40, and also level up Lewitziv to level 50 for our Hazel. So now we're ready to tackle our first Ascension Domain with our new animal team. We had Faruzan as a bow character, so we quickly disabled the first Ruin Guard. However, without any elements to swirl, it made the fight a little bit difficult. Okay. I don't have a healer, so I gotta be careful as well. I don't want to get killed by Ruin Guards. We were able to get a Ruin Guard down, so we took less chance to defeat both of the enemies here. The large corridor with a bunch of Helichos were not as hard, especially after I infused myself with Electro by getting shot by these Helichos to easily defeat the enemies here. Animal against the Fatui agent was also pretty easy. Combined with Sucrose and Traveler's Burst, we were able to keep the Fatui agent on the ground most of the time during the fight, and we took care of him easily. Against the two Abyss Mages, we were able to swirl both of their shields together so we could freeze the Hydro Abyss Mage. I also managed to escape this bubble without even being trapped for 1 second. Wait, what happened? I think I was trapped in a bubble or something, and then I saw my characters and then I'm free. After that, we were able to defeat both of the Abyss Mages and started a boss fight against the Electro Cube. Our Hazel was able to punch through the boss and immediately took it to half HP. Whoa, okay, I don't need any good lucks at all. I just punch this thing, and then it's almost dead. Oh, okay. That hurts. I almost got drilled out of bound. In the end of the fight, we had to destroy each of the prisms in order to defeat the boss. With Animo, we were able to slowly destroy each of the prisms and complete the domain. Cause I'm pretty sure I was hoarding all the like Adventure EXP, so we'll take a look. Oh, cool. Well, guess we'll. Oh, we can actually do this event now as well. But I don't think I have Inazuma unlocked yet, so I gotta complete all of the Archon quests as well. TCG as well? Wait, how? What air am I? I'm like world level 3 already. I think I'm in for a rude awakening. I'm AR 32. Okay then. We actually got to AR 32 from AR 25 after completing the Ascension Domain, since we held it off until we got enough characters. So we immediately jumped to world level 3. Alright, it's finally time to start a Liyue Archon quest. First, we headed to Liyue Harbor to participate in the Rite of Descension. So we talked to the locals for a bit and parkoured up to the Yunjin Terrace. Next, we prayed to the Geo Archon for an early 5-star pity. Rex Lapis answered by doing an ultimate plunge attack from Celestia. So we had to run away from the Monoliths for killing Rex Lapis from a prayer we just did. I collected some flowers while running away, but got spotted shortly afterwards. We had to get rescued by Child and joined him in Northland Bank. He told us to look for the Liyue Adepti, so we traveled our way through Liyue to find them. We made it to Jieyun Karst and met the Deer Adeptus, but got tracked down by the Monoliths. So we'll have to fight them to get him off our trails. This fight is kinda similar to a standard treasure hoarder fight, where we fight human enemies. This means we can channel our animal powers to stagger them continuously. After defeating the Monoliths, we talked to the deer for a bit longer, and we were sent to meet another Adeptus at Wangshu Inn. We got jump scared by Xiao, and he basically kicked us out. So next we had to find Dusty Ming and fight this Ruin Hunter. The fight itself was pretty challenging, mostly because this Ruin Hunter refused to fly up in the air for me to shoot down. So there were a lot of close calls. Eventually, when it did fly up in the air, our Faruzan was able to take care of it. Like, finally you fly up! Now I can finally shoot you down. How do you like that? We got the almond tofu from a Scaredy chef and gave it to Xiao. Next, we had to glide to Mount Hulao to meet Mountain Shaper. On the way there, we defeated a few Helichos and collected a chest. After climbing to the summit, we met a dude praying, just like us earlier. We had to rescue his brother from the amber, so we basically broke every one of them before finding Li Dang trapped under one. Later, we met the angry crane after the rescue and told him about Rex Lapis. After completing the quest, we had to go and meet one of the last Adeptus before we could complete the first part of the Archon quest. So we had to glide to another mountain and find a way to meet Cloud Retainer. We cooked some food and offered it to Cloud Retainer, who then opened up the domain for us, which I later found out that this was another turning point for our animal-only account. For those of you that played this domain a long time ago, let me just refresh you of this domain. The domain requires Pyro Element, so in order to complete this domain, we'll have to cheese do this, by all means. So this actually might pose a problem for us, and we might be stuck here for a while, just like the Amber domain. To make matters worse, this is part of the Liyue Archon quest, so you have to complete this, or else you won't be able to move on with the story. Alright, recommended elements. This is Pyro thing over here. So entering this domain, we immediately got greeted by this Pyro monument. How'd I burn this thing? There's no slimes over here? So anybody got a Pyro element I can borrow? There's no way there's definitely other ways you can get up there, right? Let me see if I can actually cheese this domain. No! Well, I'm getting the Amber domain flashbacks already, so hopefully this won't take a while. I mean, maybe Windcatcher can do something. I'll probably craft a Windcatcher. Oh, I got up the... Where am I supposed to go, though? I need to get to Cloud Retainer. Was Cloud Retainer up here or something? Where's Cloud Retainer at? I can just cheese it, right? If I just get up on top of a tree, and then I can just glide through there? Well, won't Wander be very awesome right now? So in order to cheese through this domain, I have to climb up this tree near the domain and glide all the way to the platforms on the other side of the map, since it leads straight to Cloud Retainer. Now I really wish I had Wanderer, since he'll be able to just use his elemental skill and glide there like an airplane. But since we don't have Wanderer, we'll have to do this the hard way. Cause like, if Wanderer, I can just literally float, like fly up, and then that's it. But now I have to like climb the tree like a little peasant I am, and then... Okay. No! Okay. Why am I sliding down? I think this is easier than Amber's domain though. Okay, never mind. I'll try to climb up to that door. Stop! It's very irritating as well. Not as irritating as Amber's domain, but... I was trying to see if we can actually get up there. So first, we have to get used to climbing this tree. So we'll have to channel our inner Kazuha to be able to climb. Only if you got Skara, yes. And with Skara, I think we can just solve 90% of the puzzles. I seriously need to come back after I get Skara though. I'm taking that as in yes. I kept on trying to climb on top of this specific branch, so I can get higher up in order to attempt the glide. But after a few tries, I was able to jump up. But this happened right after I jumped up. I'll just change to walking so I won't slide down. I am sliding down though. Budge. So my feet basically slipped, and I jumped down from the tree. It's okay, we can try again. I'm getting more and more used to it though, so as soon as I get up there, I'll try gliding now.
Nope.
I kept on jumping over the tree branch, but with perfect space and timing, we were able to get on, only to trip over myself and fall back down the tree branch. For some reason, this always happened when I jump up the tree, so my traveler would just automatically fall. I tried gliding without jumping up on a tree, but we came a little bit too short. If only I have Skara, right? Then I'll be able to clear this easily. I tried aiming in with Faruzan so I wouldn't fall off the tree branch, but an uneven surface caused me to get stuck, so I couldn't really move. After trying to jump up multiple times and failing, I realized I had to take a different approach. This is really testing my patience again. Worst part is this is mandatory, so in order to continue with the Archon quest, I need to complete this. Alright, let's see if I'm high enough to get on. Nope. just a bit short. So I know now that I definitely need to jump on top of a tree. I got a bit more used to jumping on top of a branch, but every time I jumped, I immediately fall off. I actually made a quick jump off the tree branch. Oh, did I make it? Yes? Yes? No. But ultimately, I came up short again. But we know it's possible then. If I actually get a little bit of height, I believe, then I can make it. Not like that. So after I could jump off the branch consistently, I figured out a trick that I wouldn't fall off, and it was perfect. If I walk up this branch, maybe... Oh, okay, I think this is perfect, right? This is the branch I need to glide from. So... Okay. I'm gonna reach it this time, I think. Ooh, okay. And that's it. And we were finally able to meet Cloud Retainer.
One is most impressed.
Yes, you better be impressed.
What leads through this abode defies those of ordinary abilities.
Anyways, after we completed this domain, we went back to Xiao in Liyue Harbor and completed the first act of the Archon quest. So we have less than a week until Wanderer's banner is over. And in the last video, a lot of you guys are split 50-50 as well between swiping or rushing content. Just so you guys know, this account is not free to play since I already bought welcomes on it. So I'll be farming some Primo Gems and also swipe to make up the difference for Wanderer. I know getting Wanderer may make the challenge a little bit too easy, but still, as an animal-only account, we will definitely hit more road bumps in the future. I appreciate everyone's feedback from our last video. And if you guys have any more tips for the series, make sure to leave a comment down below, and I may feature your comment in the next video as I continue the Liyue Archon quest. And as always, if you enjoy this series, make sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss out on future videos, and I'll see you in the next one.